In about 7 months, the primary election. This is really an important race. You all know that Martin Heinrich's leaving to run for the United States Senate. There's a good race. He's running against another good friend and Democrat, Hector Balderas. I think they're both going to work hard, and whoever the best man wins in that, I think we're all going to get behind and try to get up to this United States Senate. In this race, we have a contested primary, and there's really a clear choice. As Daniel said, I have tried to stand by the values I learned when I was a little kid in Head Start, which is people, mostly Democrats, learned a long time ago that if we invest in people, if we believe that we're in this together, that we're a community, that there's something called the common good that's worth supporting, that the country's going to be better for it, and that the American dream will continue, right? I mean, it didn't happen by itself. The American dream just didn't come down from, it wasn't in the Bible. We built it brick by brick, by protecting seniors, by providing health care to kids, by investing in early childhood, by making sure there was a minimum wage and labor standards. That's how come we have a middle class. And the scary thing is, and this is not being, alarmist or anything, is really people want to turn in a very different direction. And the current leadership in Congress, the Tea Party Republicans and the conservatives, and sadly some blue dog Democrats, are willing to say, look, we just can't afford that American dream anymore. We may not be able to afford Social Security anymore. We may have to cut back Medicaid. We can't really afford early Head Start. We really can't afford to be putting as much into public education, and on and on and on. Every investment that we made in our country, because we believe as Americans that we are in this together, they're putting it on the table as a way we can cut. What's off the table? Taxes for millionaires. Tax loopholes for big oil, which has made record profits. Wall Street, taxes on Wall Street transactions that have almost busted the country. That seems to be off the table, and the current leadership doesn't even want to talk about it. So what we need in Washington is not just one voice, we need a lot of voices to say, this is not what we believe as Americans. We're in this together. We don't believe it's a law of the jungle, every man for himself, dog eat dog, only the strong survive. Sorry, Grandpa, good luck with that. Or sorry, we can't get you health care. Sorry, we can accept a waiting list of 6,000 kids in New Mexico for Head Start. That should be unacceptable. So unless we send people up there who are going to stand for something, stand for the American dream, stand for the middle class, and be, as Mo has been in the House, a warrior for working people. That's what we need. Not a go along to get along, not a kinder version of the other guy. Someone who's going to say, there's some things you got to fight for. And there are some things worth fighting for, as Stephen said, There's some things you can't negotiate on. I'm happy to negotiate on the little things. The big things, you can't negotiate on our basic values, right? And I think the president has really been pushed from one side. And he's a good, honest, hardworking man, but he needs some help. He needs some people to buck him up. And our Democrats need to be spined up there. And so, please help me go up there and be one voice out of 435. Hope we'll join folks like Raul Grijalva from Tucson, the chairman of the Progressive Caucus, who's endorsed us in this race, endorsed me in this race. You can't talk to a third person. And people like, Russ Feingold, who lost but stood for campaign finance reform, and Paul Wellstone from Minnesota, who would have been reelected, and all the good progressive Democrats that said, look, you can stand for something and not worry about the polls and get reelected and do the right thing and be able to sleep at night. That's what I want to do. Please help us do that. We have, just a quick update on the campaign, we have set a couple of national records. One is no challenger in the country has as many contributions. We have over 12,000 individual contributions across the country, almost 2,000 liberals. We have most elected officials endorsing. I have some great Democrats endorsing me, not just Representative Maestas, who was thinking about this race and decided to support me. Senator Tim Keller, who was thinking about this race, instead has decided to endorse me. Mimi Stewart, Kiki Saavedra, Mary Jane Garcia, Cynthia Nava, all of the people who do the good, hard work for working people in the legislature are standing with me. Ike Benton, Ray Garduño on the city council, the guys who lead the fight in the city, and a lot of good people. And then we've been endorsed by some really important people who represent working people. AFSCME represents public employees. The Teamsters represent people who do the hard work in this country. And we just got a national endorsement from the Sierra Club. I'm telling you not to brag, I'm telling you because this is a real campaign and we're going to win. We're going to win. So the last thing I'll say is, there is something that we all have to believe in, and that's the common good, that's the public good, that's the idea that we're a community. And let's not let anybody change that as an American value. Not any Tea Party, not any conservative Republican, not any blue dog Democrat who wants to be a go along to get along. We need people who have spines, who are going to stand up and fight for what's right. And we all know what's right. And we all believe that there's an American dream. Everybody here who has a kid or a grandkid, all we want is for that kid or grandkid or niece or nephew to do better than this generation. And let's not be the generation where that ended. Let's not let that happen. You with me on that?
Yeah.
So thank you all very much. If anybody feels like walking on Saturday, we're already starting our canvassing. It's 6 months away, but we're collecting signatures. So please, if you want to sign up, just sign up for volunteering. If you can't give a lot of money, whatever you can give, I appreciate. You know what's even more valuable than that is talking to your friends and family, and also just spending a couple hours with us sometime over the next month. If all of you will commit just to come by, making a few calls, helping us get a mailing out, or even walking a few precincts with us, we'll get a strong start. We're going to win this because it's a people-powered campaign. That's why you see so many good folks here. So if you can get involved, I really, really appreciate it. Please sign up over there. And thank you all for coming, and enjoy the evening.